What if I tell you there is a way with which you can make over $10,000 every month without putting in any extra effort? Yes, you can do exactly that by following this simple system. And for that, all you need is a laptop and internet. Now, this system is so simple that anyone can execute this. And in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through this whole system. And I will help you set up each part of this system so that you can get going without spending a single penny. I don't care if you are a new business owner or you are someone experienced. This system will help any one of you. Now, what I want from you is you have to grab a notebook and a pen with you so that you can take notes along the way. Now, this system which I'm talking about is actually known as a funnel. What is a funnel? Funnel is your customer's journey. So, in this particular case, we are going to set up and execute a proper webinar system. What we need to do is we need to find people who are interested in the topics that you are going to share and drive them in to your webinar. In your webinar, you will show how much value you can deliver and will convert them into your clients. So if you're someone who wants to host a webinar or an online masterclass, this video is perfect for you. But you have to grab these. Before we go into the actual system, let me show you how this will help you. You might have heard this from me 1,000 times, but your email list is probably the most important business asset that you can grow. This funnel will help you build your email list while you sleep. And if you play your cards right, you can also get a few sales from this free webinar that you are going to provide. And lastly, this free webinar will help you create a lot of content. And for that, all you will need are my systems to repurpose your content. So let's dive in. So let's start with the traffic. There are mainly three kinds of traffic. One, that you can control. Two, that you can't control. And three, that you own. Now, traffic that you can control are ads. Traffic that you can't control are YouTube traffic. So your website viewers from YouTube, or if someone mentions your book anywhere or in their video or in their blog. And the third one is traffic that you own, and this is your own email list. So whenever you have a new offer, you will just put it out to your email list subscribers through your newsletters. And this is why building your email list is so important. And this webinar funnel will help you exactly do that. So if you are new, then you only have these two kind of traffics that you will get. You don't have an email list yet, but instead of running ads, you can have a free alternative. That's a bit difficult, but that definitely works. What you need to do for this is you will have to advertise on your own. So for that, you have to find the person to whom you are trying to sell. This is the ideal person to whom you want to sell. What you need to do is find out where they hang out. So maybe it's Facebook groups or maybe it's Instagram. So whatever it is, you have to go there and you have to manually push your product out there. I'm sure there are a ton of Facebook pages and groups and sub communities, subreddits where you can go and you can advertise your webinar. And all you need to say is, hey, I am giving out free value. You will get this webinar, you will get this PDFs with them. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind, I'm going sideways with this, but one thing you have to keep in mind is your bonuses are much more attractive than your webinar. You need this webinar to get traffic. People will come to this webinar, but they will come for that free gift. Now, you might think, why do I need to do this webinar then? I can just give out simple lead magnets like your ebooks and all, or a checklist. But that's lazy work. People there are a ton of similar stuff on the internet. They know they can come and ask you questions. They will also get those documented form of stuff, so they can ask questions, learn from others questions, and they will get those documents or those bonuses, which is a steal deal for them. So they will happily give you their email address. But before they give you their email address, first you need them to get into your funnel. And this is one of the best ways in which you can get people into your funnel. And also YouTube. And YouTube is a great marketing vehicle. if you have a few subscribers on YouTube, you can give this webinar out for free there. You can use YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Don't leave any platform, just push it out everywhere. Try to advertise for yourself, and you will get a ton of traffic from just that. Once you have understood how to get the traffic, let's get a bit deeper into it and go to our next step, that is landing page. So let's say I came to know about you from your Facebook group, and now I want to opt in. Now I want a piece of this webinar. I want to watch this webinar. Where do I go to register? This is the place. And I know a few websites which help you build a landing page for free. So we need a landing page in which your audience can give you their email addresses, and if you are smart enough, you will go ahead and ask them for their pain point as well. So with when let's say 1000 people are subscribing to your webinar funnel, once 1000 people are getting into your landing page, they're subscribing, they're giving you their email ID, they're telling you their pain point. At that point you can start seeing some patterns, and you can touch upon those in your webinar, which will make that much more effective and much more relatable. So your landing page has only one objective, that is to help people opt in for your webinar. So this is an opt-in form which will pop out whenever you try to register for the webinar, and this is where you get the email address. This is what collects the email address, and I'll show you how you can build this as well. But once your prospect has given you their email address, what you need to do is you need to thank them. So after this, you need a thank you page. And the reason this thank you page is super important is that this is the part where you will add your new offers. This is the part where you will upsell your VIP seats. So you can model this in a simple way, and that is you can have normal seats where people will come and just join your webinar, and you will have VIP seats who will be able to join, let's say 30 minutes earlier. They will be able to ask you their questions before even the webinar starts, or they will get 30 minutes more time after the webinar ends to ask you one-to-one questions or get your deeper insights, and they will get the recordings of your webinar, stuff like that. So there needs to be something which is exclusive, which is better, which is not something crippling, but if you have that, it will help, something like that. So that will be your upsell, and that will be in the thank you page. So even if you don't have any upsell, even if you don't have any offer, thank you page is really important, because you have your webinar funnel right now. Although I suggest you that have any kind of offer for the VIP seats and all, please do give away the recording for free, because this one recording of this webinar will be your evergreen lead magnet. So whenever this webinar period is done and you have the lead magnet now, I mean, once this webinar is done and you have the recording, you can still use this recording as a lead magnet. You need to change a few stuff on this landing page, and that's it. People will still opt in, and at that time, if you have a new offer, you can just put it in your thank you page. That's why thank you page is very important. Really common that people ignore this thank you page. And also, I forgot to mention this, when you have your landing page, when you are making your landing page, you also need to make your terms and conditions and privacy policy. So you need to assure your viewers that their data will be not used in some weird way. Or once you have their emails, this is the part which gets you their email, this whole thing. So once you have their email, you are in the game, and this is where you get to your upsell. So you have this VIP upsell. So this VIP offer is something which is exclusive, like they will get exclusive recordings, they will get 30 minutes more time, they will be able to join 30 minutes early, or something like they will get notes and all. And but bonuses should be available for everyone. And this VIP upsell should really be a kind of one-to-one thing. So if someone has any kind of question and then can afford to ask you, they will obviously opt in for the VIP upsell. And this, you need this to be a very low ticket offer, something like $10. When you offer your viewer your VIP upsell, they only have two choices. One, they will say yes, and two, they will say no. So once they say yes, you can just tag them and push them to your core offer. What do I mean by tag them? By tagging, you are putting some kind of label or a mark on those subscribers who have opted in for the $10 upsell, who have pulled out their credit card and actually paid you. Now they are your customers, they are not your leads, they are your customers. So you can also offer them your bigger the bigger value offer, the $1,000 offer, whatever you have, your higher ticket offer. But if they do not opt in for this upsell, just tag them and move on. By tagging them, you're tagging them as didn't buy, or no, general viewer, something like that, like general audience or something like that, something to mark that these set of people didn't buy the VIP upsell. And this is very important, this is really very important, tagging this, because you don't want to send a wrong email to a wrong person. This is what you don't want. So let's say I have taken in your core offer and I am still getting your upsell for core offer, then that's bad, that's really bad. And so there's a whole lot of email sequence that goes on in both of this. That's why you need to tag your viewers or your audience or your leads, whatever you might like to call them. And I'm going to show you one kind of those sequences right below, right here. And this sequence is really simple. This is related to your webinar funnel. So let me show you how you are going to build this sequence. So basically, once you have tagged all of these people, you are going to send reminders. So basically, you are going to send reminders to your viewer. So the first reminder will go 7 days before your webinar, and this is the first email. This will have some kind of an upsell, and the language or the kind of offers in this mail will be different based off of these tags. Let me assume you have an existing customer base and one of your customers are trying to opt in for this webinar. So if you offer them this core offer that makes 0 cents, so that's why you'll offer them this VIP upsell via this first email. Again, if someone has said no to the VIP upsell, you might change the language of this email and you might show them why is it very it's a very lucrative offer, it's a steal for them. So this is how your first email will be structured for people who have been tagged with this. And people who have been tagged with your who have accepted your VIP upsell, they will not get any more of VIP upsell emails. They have already paid you the money. You don't want to annoy your audience, because then what will happen, they will not take in your core offer. So just put in a reminder and with an upsell, and that is optional. When you have an upsell, if you are upselling to this set of people, try upselling your core offer, or try upselling your ebook or some kind of higher offer in your value ladder. That's it. You don't want to make this very difficult for them. But this is a simple reminder, and this system is known as lead nurture. A lot of time what happens is people who have registered for your webinar, they will not just show up because you didn't follow up with them correctly. So out of sight, out of mind. The next email goes in a day ago, and this is another reminder email, and you need to have this timer in that email. By timer, I don't mean something that counts down. You need to just say super excited for the webinar, only 1 day left. If you haven't taken your VIP seat, you can take it from here. And Now your next reminder goes in 12 hours before the webinar goes live. And then actually this is optional, but this is, non-negotiable. You have to tag your audience who have paid you for the VIP upsell. And this makes a lot more sense. People who have been tagged have paid, people who have not been tagged and not didn't pay. So based on that tag, you will send your third email 12 hours before your webinar. After this, you have two more emails. One will go in 1 hour ago and one 5 minutes ago. This is the last time you can upsell your VIP spot. So when they don't opt in, you need to tag them this time that these people opted in for the webinar but didn't opt in for your VIP offer. Now again, this works similarly for people who have taken up your VIP offer. So if someone has taken up your VIP offer, now you are offering them your core offer. So it goes like, hey, we are giving out so much free value, you can check it out, and if you want, you can opt in for our core offer, which is $9.99 or $9.97. And if they say no, you need to tag them this time and offer them your recorded webinars upsell. Now even if they say yes, you will directly transform them into the sales call and they will get the recorded webinar anyways. Now similar for non-VIP customers. So it might happen that they are not interested in getting a VIP seat, but they will be interested in getting your core offer. So when you when you put in your core offer right here, they can either say yes or no. If they don't buy, tag them, upsell them your recorded webinar and go on. Now if they say yes, take them to your sales call. Now the difference between your a VIP offer in here and a non-VIP offer in here is how this will go on. Now this recorded webinar upsell, it is not possible for any of the VIP customers. If someone has your VIP subscription, you cannot give them this. That's why tagging is so important. This step depends on the tag. So once you have your webinar done and all of your stuff done, you'll see what they react to your one final upsell. If that's no, just tag them as didn't buy and put them in your newsletter list. So how this will help you is if you have them in your email list and you are sending in value based emails every week, so you can put in your new offers and your core offer once in a while, and there's a good chance that they will buy at some point because they are getting so much free value for you. And the best part of this whole system is it's automated. You can just automate this whole system right from the top to the bottom. Everything works in the background. What you need to do here is do the work upfront, make these parts very very crisp. So your ideal client profile should be really sharp. You need to pinpoint on whom do you want to help. Second, what the webinar talks about should be really crisp. By crisp, I mean it should really talk about a problem. It should not be meet and greet, or you cannot afford to waste people's time if you are trying to make a business off of it. Now that we are clear on this whole system, let me show you what email sequences do you need to get this up and running. This is where you will give them the links to the webinar. I mean, they cannot access it right now, but they will know where to go just to find that link, and what they are getting, what you have done, a bit about you. So this is like a welcome email. This is your first email that you will be sending. Now after this, your second email will be the VIP offer upsell. This is where you send in your second email. So after this, you will just send the first email, and before the reminder, you will share a second email with them. Now the gap between these two emails must be like 2 to 3 days, not more than that. This is perfectly fine. You're just putting in 2 to 3 emails between the VIP email and the welcome email. If someone has already opted in for the VIP offer, you don't want to send them this email. Instead, you should send them a core offer email. Now this can be your core offer or your any higher ticket offer, but this should not be the VIP offer. That's why you tag. This is the reason you tag. Once we are done with this, the next email comes in. It's a reminder email. It's like again 2 to 3 days from this. Sell the VIP offer or the core offer. So that means if this email is going to someone who has already opted in for the VIP seats, you don't offer them anything in this email. And now it is said that the hardest part in this process is getting your customer to take out their credit card and pay you. So once they have paid, it's highly likely that they will pay again. So while they have their cards out, you might wanna, just put in the next offer in here. But you need to A/B test that and confirm that with evidence. This is the reason why tagging your audience all along is so important. So let's say you have offered them everything till the last point, but they didn't buy anything. You need to tag them as didn't buy anything and put them in your newsletter list, and from that send them weekly valuable newsletters. Just because they didn't buy doesn't mean they will never buy. What we really mean is we couldn't win their trust in this short amount of time, and that's okay. That's why we have the newsletter, and that's why newsletters are so important. Every week you will send them value based email. Drop in your offers once in a while. You don't want to drop in the offers every week. Just try to drop them in once in every month and you will be good. So this is how this whole system works. It's really based on reciprocity. It's really reciprocity at the end of the day. But I'll be breaking down how you can do these steps. But I'll be breaking down how you can build your landing page and set up your email automation for free in our next video. But besides this, also I'll be showing you how you can repurpose your webinars, to make a lot of content out of it. Repurpose a script to make your YouTube video and get instant sales off of that. But I will do that in a different video. But if you want to know how you can set up and run an online business, you might want to check this video out.